Hello everyone, we're back with chess pattern number 13, the queen takes h supporters. Now what a weird name, you might be wondering. Yeah, well it is. So the point here is that after you take here, which is something that will occur a lot, queen takes h7 check, what usually happens is that the king goes here, and sometimes in rare instances it escapes, and actually if you remember in pattern number 12 we took a look at the position where it was actually more correct to take on h7 with the knight, not with the queen. So yeah, this is a very important pattern to take note of. The point here is that you close off the escape square so you don't suffer from these games where you play queen takes h7 thinking, hey, you're completely winning, you've played a brilliant sacrifice maybe and you're completely winning, but then the king escapes to the queen side and you get angry. So yeah, there are two queen takes h supporters. So this is the queen takes h and these are its supporters: the rook closing off this, the escape square, and the bishop closing off by way of blocking on e7. So if queen takes h7 check, king f8, bishop a3 check, and let's say you have to block it like with bishop here or something, and let's say this d file is blocked, then queen h8 would be checkmate. So both of these, of course the rook being on e1 is much more common, but don't forget about this bishop coming to a3 and closing off the escape squares. Alright, so one thing to remember, it's the way these two pieces will operate and how the pattern plays out. So again, queen takes h7 check, king f8, queen h8 would be mate, and here bishop a3 as well. So this would be a mate of course in this case, but the point is that to, like black would block with something on e7, then queen h8 would be mate. Okay, so let's check out a sample game. So this is a game between Jordi and Lubin, or Lubin. Again guys, anytime you want to fix my pronunciation in any language, please do so. Please do so, because I enjoy pronouncing names correctly. Okay, so here this is what's going to happen. Queen takes h7, and now bishop c5 check. Now this is kind of a combination of the two. The two queen takes h supporters are helping to close off this file. This file. Now comes knight here, but the problem is knight g7, knight c7. But the problem here is that you don't have any of these. However, white has a clever follow-up, which is knight d4 with this. So rook takes c5, and now knight e4, and queen takes g7 is mate. So very brilliant play actually by white to go for all of this combination. It showcases some important like classic features of this queen takes h supporters pattern, but yeah, there are also some like unique nuances that are so brilliant, like this knight d4, knight e6 check. Wow, so cute, so aesthetically pleasing, especially the final position. Like this kind of piece configuration, wow, it's beautiful. All right, so for our test, all right, we're taking a look at the game between Amir and Felix. Amir Tadjir-Bashi and Felix Nordstrom. So rising out of the French defense, Taraj variation, the Kistiakov defense. Yeah, I haven't heard of that actually. Kistiakov defense. And now queen h5. And here the question is, what would you play and why? Pause the video, try to figure that out. Alright, so for the full game and to reveal the answer, let's go through this quickly. The Taraj. White recovers the isolated d-pawn. They trade off some pieces, get the rooks into the game, and come in with the attack. So if you played queen takes h7 check, you're right. But the thing is, what do you follow up with after king f8? You don't check here and allow knight g8 and potentially the king to escape, but rather you play rook d7. And while this isn't the classic queen takes h supporter, which is the rook on e1 or the bishop coming to a3, but this is also a queen takes h supporter. The rook coming to d7 to block off the escape square. So this pattern is all about blocking off the escape square. So there are many ways to do that, and this is one of the rarer ways to do that, but it does occur. So I hope you figured that out on your own, and it's very cute. Yeah, rook d7, very, very nice. Queen h8 is unstoppable, and here black simply threw in the tower. Alright, so hopefully you've learned a thing or two after this this video. Hopefully, like for example, rook d7 is something you might consider now in positions similar to this. You might be able to use these in your own games. Alright guys, with that, thanks for watching, take care.